Hello and welcome to Deposit Sense. In this video we are going to proceed on from the creation of the new client that we did in the first video. So the client that we created was video example, and we're now going to have a look at some more information on how we create portfolios from our clients. I'm going to go straight through to the client details. We can see from the dashboard here we have a number of choices. I'm going to go back into the client details. This is the position that we ended up in at the end of the last video. And so to build a client portfolio, one of the first things to do, and this encourages full disclosure, if we're going to maximize the value of cash and we are going to protect the money, then it makes absolute sense to have access or be aware, have awareness of all of the client's savings portfolio, all of the cash that they have on deposit. And we do that by just entering all of their existing accounts. We get a nice table and it shows us collectively what the overall return on their existing savings is. So you can add cash ISAs, normal savings accounts and current accounts. The title that you put in is a title that's just easy for you to recognize and know what type of account the client has. We then click on proceed to portfolio build. We're going to go through the guided route first and foremost. This is the route that people will take when they are less familiar with the system, but once they've got the familiarity, then you'll just go through direct to the portfolio build area. So we click on guided and the system is now going to deliver to us the questions that we need to answer to build the right portfolio. Because picking savings accounts is not just about the interest rate, it's also about the features, the application process and the way in which the type of accounts that you want to have within your portfolio. So step one. Amend the shape of the portfolio. Well, there's nothing in there at the moment, so let's just add our clients' deposits in the way that best suits their requirements. And just remember, this is driven by the total amount of money that they have and the amount that they feel they need over the next 12 months. And then you get a nice balanced shape to the portfolio, unless of course there are specific requirements for cash in any of the following years. So just enter the amounts in the way that you want the portfolio to be built. Click on next. And then question 2. Do you want the portfolio to be fully protected by the Financial Services Compensation Scheme? Yes, and for the majority of portfolios it would be yes. For larger ones you may well go no. What application type do you wish to have? So again, you just click the ones that you want. Beware, if you click branch, then you will get branch only accounts coming through, and if the best account is a branch only account, you need to ask yourself the question, do you want to send your clients into bank branches up and down the country? So it's defaulted to the most common selection. Next question. How would you like the interest paid? Again, you can select no preference is the default. And then we have the question which looks at all of the restrictions that banks and building societies put on their accounts to trap people in. Currently, they are all deselected and none of these will form part of your portfolio. I'm going to take the bonus one because the bonus is the only part of a variable rate account that is guaranteed. So I think they should form part of clients' portfolios, because when the bonus is paid, the account is going to be renewed and replaced anyway. We then have the final question, which is, do we want the portfolio fully protected, or rather, do we wish to change the banks that are included within the portfolio in accordance with the amount of capital reserves that they have? We've asked for a fully protected portfolio, so it really doesn't matter. But if you're going over the FSCS limit, then you may well actually start to meander up this list the further you go over the FSCS limit. So level 3 are banks and building societies with a minimum, with more than a minimum of 2 times the requirement. Level 2 are banks and building societies with more than 3 times the minimum. And level 1, obviously the strongest. So no preference for this example. We click on next and then we build the portfolio. Now, just by indication, we can see the shaded area behind the scenes here. That is what the page would look like if you come through direct on the direct portfolio build. And the questions that we've just asked are shown in the areas on the left hand side here. And the first pop-up is just pointing you to these areas. The second pop-up is pointing you to the facilities that have become available because the portfolio has been built. Okay, we scroll down and there we have the portfolio. Okay, quite simply from here, application forms are shown in the box there, and you will want to do one of two things at this stage. You will want to have a look around just to get a feel, in which case, would you like to add this account to your existing accounts list? No, because I'm just having a look around. You click on no and away you go. If you are making an application, then you click yes, and the system will add the details of this account to your client's existing accounts. Finally, to obtain the reports, we click on Save Portfolio, and the system will now generate the reports, which will be the pre-sale report and the financial strength report as a pop-up. Okay, so we just download them as we see there. Okay, so thank you for listening. That's as much as we're going to do on this video. In the next video, we'll be looking at building a portfolio by coming in via the direct route.